All right, I think after looking around in the garage here, a quick little spin around, it's been pretty obvious that I have done absolutely nothing in the past 3 weeks besides get a haircut. So hopefully today we're going to change that up and get something done, mainly this thing. So I'm sure everybody's aware by now, but you know, the weather here has just been absolutely dreadful. Record snowfall and record low temperatures and frozen pipes and power outages and no water and all that stuff. Well, we had that problem here. No power and no water off and on for a few days, and it kind of sucked, you know, it was a drag. But anyways, 7 days ago, we were single digits, and today we are in the 60s. That is Texas for you. So without further ado, let us get started doing some work for a change and hopefully get rid of this thing, wherever it is, get rid of that thing this week. And then time to get started on Bob. And Bob has some more new plans, big changes. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's gonna be a little bit of a surprise for quite a few people. So, yeah, like I said, we'll leave it at that, and we'll just touch on that later on. Probably not even in this video. So, what else? Oh, I got some parts on order from eBay. Some parts for the CNC enclosure. You can see it right there behind me. Everything is just, it's taking 2 weeks to get here instead of 1 week because of the weather that we just went through for the past week. And, yeah, that's a drag. It really was. It threw everything back at least 7 days, and in some cases as much as 2 weeks. So anyways, we'll play that by ear. I saw the tracking on the parts, and they're somewhere in Georgia or something. Anyways, so yeah, let's get started. All right, I got the fuel system all buttoned up. Got some coolant going in this thing. I think you can see it right there somewhere. And let's see, what else did we get done? Vacuum lines on, all that neat jazz. I think it's ready to start. Shouldn't really have any problems. I primed the fuel system, doesn't appear to have any leaks or anything. So I guess no better time than the present than to fire this thing up and see what it does. So let us do this. All right, here we go. She's a little temperamental for some reason. Let's see. There we go. Go check things out and see, make sure everything's okay. But the coolant went down quite a bit as soon as it started running. Alright, as you have probably guessed it, this thing is finally 100%. The only thing that's really outstanding is the boost controller, which, you know, obviously is optional. It's a fair amount of work, I'm not gonna lie. It sounds good though. Let's see, Palm Beach Dyno did the tune on it, and the initial tune, you know, startup and all that stuff is like stock. You know, I mean, it runs really good. So we got to do some drivability on this thing pretty soon. And the only problem with that right now is that it's really, really muddy outside. My neighborhood is still under construction and stuff, so there's mud everywhere. And I don't want to take my buddy's car out and get mud all over it. As you can see, check this out. All over here, this house under construction is dragging mud out onto the street everywhere. And you know, it's a nice clean car, not unlike Bob, so I don't want to take it out there and get it all muddy and stuff. But probably by the end of this week, we're going to have some dyno video and you know, maybe some spirited pulls in Mexico or something along those lines. But man, that's it for this thing. I'm really excited to be done with it, to be honest with you, and you know, so I can finally move on to working on Bob, because kind of got some changes in line for Bob. It's gonna be different. Some of you guys aren't gonna like it. Some of you guys are gonna laugh, and some are gonna say cool. So anyways, on to the next part. Okay, so now that we got the S550 taken care of, it's time to get started on Bob, after we go to the dyno, of course. But since Bob has been Bob, he has been powered by that thing right there, a 418 cubic inch small block Ford, AFR 220 heads, small mechanical roller cam, not really all that crazy. But I wanted to try something different. And when I say different, I mean different to me. And what that is going to be is this pile of grease on the floor right here. Yep, you guessed it. It is going to be LS powered. Bob will be LS powered for the remainder of this season at the very least. And I have a few reasons for that. Mainly because I wanted to be able to get into some of the stock block classes, and I also wanted to lose the bonus 100 pounds of weight off the car. Unfortunately, it's going to come off the front of the car, and so we're going to do some changes that on the front of the car that's going to allow us to shift some existing weight around, so we don't have to take the weight off the car and then add it right back by way of ballast. We're going to take the weight off the car and move something to the front to try to offset the difference in the weight. And best I can tell, it's like 100 to 110 pounds or something like that. Initially, I think the plan is going to be an SBE setup, stock bottom end, maybe even stock heads, maybe even completely stock motor. Minus the cam, of course, cam and springs. Haven't got that far in the decision-making process yet, but rest assured it will be an aluminum block 5.3 of some sort or other. So that is going to be the plan initially. The small block Ford is still sitting and could still be put back together if needed. Not going to be a whole lot of changes needed to put this new setup in the car, so that's going to be cool. Be nice and easy. But anyways, that's it. That's the big news. And like I said, along with this thing being complete, we will get started on that stuff, fabrication and machine work and all that jazz, which is my forte, the stuff that I really like to do. Anyways, that is the end of the video. Sorry it took so long to get this one out, guys. It's been a few weeks, probably 4 weeks, I think. Anyways, well, you know, thanks for stopping by and all that neat stuff, checking the video out, and we will see you in the next one.